inspiration is going to be the basket pop-up dies from Anna Griffin, and these are from March of 2021. Here is the inspiration sheet. If you would like to see my basket card making kit video, I'll leave that in the description because I also have that kit and I did a separate video on that as well. So today we are going to be using these, but we are going to be using these holiday style. So you're going to need to cut out one of these, two of these, and one of these. And pretty much if you're using a 12 by 12 sheet, you should be able to get all of this on one sheet. So we have our main base here, which is the basket. And what you're going to do is it has some score lines. So you're going to fold the score line here. And you may not see my score line, but when you create yours, you'll be able to see it. And then there is a score line here on the end. You're going to fold that one in. And I've already placed some adhesive. So you're just going to peel back your adhesive or use glue. I'm just using some tear tape. And just be sure to use a strong glue if you decide to use glue or a tape runner. So then you're just going to bring this over and connect it. This is really, really easy. So then what you're going to do is there is a score line here on the handle, and you're just going to fold that in half, and now you will have this piece. And what you're going to do is put a piece of tape, or you're going to use your adhesive, and I'm just putting a small piece of tape there. That's tough to see, but it's just the tear tape. And I'm just going to bring this over, line it up, and adhere it down. Okay, so now you should have something that looks like this, a cute basket. So then there are two score lines here at the bottom of the basket, and what you need to do is fold it back. I keep dropping it, and fold this one back as well. And what we're going to do is we are going to take this piece here, and we're going to, it has a score line in the middle. You're going to fold that in half. Give that a really good burnish, because this is going to be what's open and closing on our card. So then what you want to do is you are going to take this and you're going to push this. There are 4 little slots here. On the outer slots you're going to add this. Okay, so we'll do one side at a time. So I added one here, and then now I need to put some glue or adhesive over here and connect it. So I'm just going to use a piece of the tear tape, and I'm just going to place it there, and I'm actually going to add another piece just because this is textured glitter on this paper. So sometimes you know how glitter can be tricky when it comes to sticking. So then now I'm just going to flip this over and glue that down, and then you're going to move to the other side and remember the outer slot, and you're going to bring this over, put this in the outer slot, and put some adhesive and glue this down as well. Moving along, your basket should look like this. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is you are going to take the 2 that I've told you to cut out, 2 of these, and you're going to fold these over the score line like that, and this one the same way. And I've already placed some adhesive on it. And what you're going to do is now remember the other slots. There were 4 slots. The other 2, you're going to take this, and I'm going to place it, and you want your printed side showing facing you, or whichever side you want to be seen. And I'm going to flip that over, and like I said, I already have my tear tape on it, and you're just going to use your glue adhesive and then bring this over top of that one so it went through the second slot. Okay, and you're going to flip it over, do the same thing, and place this in, pretty side facing me, push it in through the other slot, I already have some adhesive on it, tear tape, and I'm just going to bring this over as well. And now both of our slots are full. So then now what we do is we have this piece here, and it's going to have 3 score lines. So you're going to do a mountain, valley, and then a mountain. And what we're going for is to make this look like the letter M. So then you're going to put adhesive over here and here. If you're using glue, that is fine. You would just have to go ahead and place this inside your card, inside your basket, and then wait for it to dry. And you have to do obviously one side at a time. So I've placed my adhesive, and I'm going to just release that. And if you get a little bit of excess, just roll it back on itself. A little bit of extra of the tape sticking out, just roll it back on itself. So then I have adhesive on both sides. So then now what I'm going to do is take my basket, I'm going to open it up in the 2 little inner slots here. I'm just going to go towards the middle, and I'm going to press down, and then I'm going to close it and press down. And what you're doing is getting it to connect to both sides. Can you see that? Perfect. So now our little basket assembly is complete. Now we must adhere it to our card base, or you can decorate first. So I have a card base here, and this is one of the card bases from the actual basket pop-up kit. So you can use a 6x6 card here, and what we're going to do is put some adhesive and glue this down. So make sure you use a strong adhesive when you are placing this down, because this needs to really stick, because it's going to be moved around a lot. So I've upgraded from the tear tape to some score tape because it is super strong. So you're going to put that on both sides. And score tape can be expensive, so I only use it when necessary. I normally use tear tape or my tape runners, but for this type of a project you want to use something strong. So I'm just going to release the tape, and you're going to do one side at a time. Okay, so I'm going to place this close to the fold, not directly on it, making sure that my basket is inside my card, and just press it down. And you can do this after you decorate, it's totally up to you. And then I'm going to do the same to this side. Release the tape, and you can use wet glue, just make sure it's a wet glue. Bring the card over, and then now I'm going to open it back up and make sure that it sticks. Okay, and then now we can decorate. So to decorate, what I have a bunch of little embellishments here. So I have a little tree here, and I got this tree from Anna Griffin's tree dies, and I cut it out, and I just cut right here to kind of cut it in. I didn't cut the whole tree, but I stuck a little bit of piece of paper behind here and just cut across, and I used the star that came with it. So I put some foam tape on that, and I'm just going to place a tree in here. And you can decorate this with whatever you like. I have a little gingerbread here, and this is not from Anna. I actually borrowed this gingerbread from Diamond Press. So I have a Diamond Press gingerbread kit, and I actually borrowed the gingerbread from them. And then I also created a little gingerbread girl by adding a bow and just giving her a pink color. So I'm going to add her as well. And what I've done too, I've used the gingerbread, Anna Griffin gingerbread dies. So I have here from the gingerbread easel, I've taken the candy canes and the little lollipops, and I've cut them out in different colors, and I'm just going to add them to my basket to give it some sweet treats. So I'm just taking this and I put some foam tape on it and I'm just adding it to the basket. So just decorating, and this is what it looks like so far. And then I have some gumdrops. These are not from Anna. I also borrowed these from my gingerbread kit from Diamond Press. So yeah, that's what I did. And I added some acetate and some foam tape, and I'm just placing these accordingly. So I also cut out some of the little lollipops from Anna Griffin's gingerbread house, and I'm just going to add these. And yeah, you can just pretty much make it your own, and you can use whatever little holiday embellishments you have to create your holiday pop-up card. I have another tree here. I'm gonna place that probably right here, and then let's see, I have more gumdrops, so I'm just filling this in, and I'm actually gonna adjust my acetate. And yeah, so I'm just going to finish decorating the inside and I'll be back. So I finished decorating the inside, and then for the here I just put 2 of Anna's candy canes together in different colors, and I'm just going to place one on each end of the card. And then I also took some more of the gumdrops that I borrowed, and I just stamped them and colored them with stamped them with ink, and then added some glitter for the little sugary effect. I'm just going to do the same to the side, and just dressing this up. And I put some foam tape on the back of it. And sentiments here saying wishing you a joyous Christmas, and I'm going to just place that here. And then I also have a bow here, a purple bow. I have a purple one and I have a pink one, and I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use the purple one. Yeah, so I'm going to use the purple one, and I'm just going to adhere that with some hot glue. You can use your foam tape. If you use your foam tape, make sure that you place the foam tape on this part and not the little knot. And how cute is that? And then now we will decorate the front. So to decorate the front, I have a piece of the paper that I use to make my basket, and I'm just going to cover up the front with that. So just do that with some glue. And then to go on top of it, I actually used the gingerbread easel to create a gingerbread house for the little gingerbread boy and girl in the basket, so they have a home. And I'm just lining this up. Okay, just making sure that it sticks. So just wanted to give you a holiday idea for the basket. Let me show you another card that I made as well. So then I'm going to take this and place this on, and you can use foam tape or not. I think I'm going to use some foam tape for this. Give it some more dimension. And yeah, so I'm going to show you and explain to you what I did on the other card that I made using the basket pop-up dies. So it's not just for spring. And just a moment. Okay, so let's get this adhered, and I'll show you the other card. So I'm just going to place that here on the top of my card like that. And then I have a little sentiment that I stamped. This is Happy Holidays, and I'm going to place that right there. And we have our beautiful gingerbread house and the beautiful gingerbread pop-up. So cute, right? So for the other one card I created, here is the front of it, and it says Happy Holidays, and I just used one of Anna's Christmas holiday card toppers. And then when you open it, we have a beautiful basket of botanicals, and what I used to make this obviously was the basket, and this is Anna's basket pop-up paper. And then I used some plaid paper that I had, and again the candy canes from the gingerbread house, and this is one of Anna's bows. And then I used the mini flower dies, so these ones right here, but I actually used these dies right here because I was going for a poinsettia look, and so those were the closest that I had to looking like a poinsettia, trying to use Anna's dies so for that size, so you can't really tell that they're not, but I've layered those on in shades of red and then white, and then I put glitter in the middle. I've used some of Anna's foiled holly. I've also used some of her regular holly. I made some pine cones, and I borrowed those pine cones from a diamond press kit that I have. And then here for this beautiful foliage here, I've got that from the poinsettia pop-up, which is right here. So that is how I made this beautiful basket pop-up to make it look holiday. And then this is one of Anna's sentiments. So there you go. So just some ideas for you. I hope you guys like these. I hope you guys are inspired, and I thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in another video.